Okay, right now what I have is the macro lens. Oh, the dogs are just barking. There's a post. Sit down. Okay, hey guys, I just bought a new thing. I'm right now in my garden. I just bought a new thing. It's this. It's a 7-in-1 mobile phone lens set. I bought it on Lazada for like I think about 50 ringgit or less than that. So it's a very cheap lens. I have another more professional lens. It's a Sony QX100. I got it many years ago. I'm still using it. I'm going to share with you what are the pros and cons of that, and I'm going to use this and I'm going to tell you if this work or it's just a waste of money, because it's 50 bucks for a lens and the usual lens costs about 500 to 600 for a very basic single lens, be it a telescopic lens or a macro lens. Again, I'm not a professional photographer. I just like to take photos for fun, and I just bought this and now I'm going to show you if it works. So you can make it decide for yourself whether you want to buy it or not lah, right? It's a lens for your iPhone. I think it matches many other phones, but right, let's have a look. Okay, so there's altogether 7 lenses in this set, and let's see. First of all, the condition of the lens is like a little bit scratched, a little bit dusty kind. It's quite expected for the price you pay lah, and then it's from China, so you always, the product is like, I don't know why, it always looks very dusty and very a little bit like scratch and kind. So this first one that I picked up, it's called a star filter lens. Yep. Oh, but the good thing is each lens comes with 2 different casing. So one for the top and then one more for the bottom. Yep, so I guess you fixed it and then you... Alright, so another lens they have is the fisheye lens. So this one's a fisheye lens. It's all written very clearly on each of the lens, so that's quite good. And they have this telephoto lens. Just grossly looking at the lenses, they look quite alright. The problem with cheap lenses is sometimes there are occlusions and then it causes a lot of refraction. So when you take a photo, because the lens does not take the photo itself, the phone still takes the photo, but instead of passing through just the phone's lens, it has to pass through another lens. So the chances of like contamination or occlusion, it's much higher. So this one looks quite okay lah. It looks quite clear. It's not like those professional lens where you get the very clean and very shiny. This one looks quite alright. Alright, so this is a telephoto lens. This one is a macro 15 lens. Oh, macro is actually one of my favorite lenses, so I'm very excited to try the macro. And then there is this one, which is very difficult to open. That's one thing. Yeah, they're quite difficult to open. What's this? I don't know if I'm opening it right. This one says it's a CPL mobile phone lens. right? And the final one is a kaleidoscope lens, right? So actually, if you look at this kaleidoscope lens, it has a pentagon shape, and in itself you can already see there is a contamination, a very big piece of thing inside that is blocking the entire lens. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so well, I mean, you pay for what you get lah. You pay for like $50 and you get like 6 lens. I saw 6 lens. I thought it's supposed to be 7. Okay, 6 lens, and for $50, that is like one each is like 8 ringgit, right? You're paying about less than 10%, less than 1% of the original, like a quality lens. So, but quality side aside, let's just see whether it actually works. I think that's the most important, right? You buy something that is cheap or something that's expensive, it really doesn't matter, but the most important is whether it works or not. And so for that, I'm quite excited lah. I hope it works because I love cheap stuff, because it's cheap. If it works, then I think not bad. I think all I need is just for one lens to work. If one lens work, it's worth the money already. Okay, so to fix it, all you need to do is they give you a clip, right? This clip, there is a circle hole here, and then there's for the back clip. So you just need to pull out the cap. Then you can see it's like a little screw there. Put it on the hole and then just screw it in. So once you screw it in, it's quite easy. So you just hold it and then you can open the front of the lens. Okay, so I guess if it's going to fit the same for the rest, and this one is a fisheye lens. So let's try this out. Okay, so this is the fisheye, and I think right immediately what I can tell there's something wrong is there's something in the middle that is causing it to be blurry. You see, because when I'm at the side, it's still quite clear. Not the clearest, but the moment I'm in the middle, there's something in the right smack in the middle that is making things very blurry. So this can be a big problem if you try and take a photo and your subject is in the middle, right? So this is with the fisheye. I'm just going to remove the clip right now, and this is without the fisheye. So you can see actually, yes, the degrees that they can see is quite significantly larger. Again, this is without fisheye, and I put the lens on. It's quite easy to put. Yep. Oh wait, because I'm using one hand. Yeah. And yep, suddenly you can see everything. But again, it suddenly becomes very blur, and there is doubling of the image. So I think that's going to be an issue if you want a very clear picture. Okay, now I'm going to test out the macro lens. This one is without the macro lens. This one I'm just trying to figure out what is the focal length for the macro lens, and once I found it, it's supposed to be 1 to 3 centimeters away. Then I think not bad lah. The image is quite sharp. You actually can see a lot of details, and if you further zoom, you can even look at all the scales and all the feathers in the wing of this Hilbert's moth. So yeah, let's see what happens when we take out the lens. Yep, so you can see they cannot focus so up close anymore, but the image is definitely brighter and sharper lah. So you actually have to go back. Yeah, this is the nearest I can focus with the normal iPhone already. Back with the lens, we can go much closer to get a closer look at a lot of details that actually the iPhone cannot pick up with their normal setting. Okay, the macro lens is surprisingly good. It's not as good as those really professional ones, but for 8 ringgit, and you can actually go into the very good details with the macro and very close up to the subject. Very close. I think at some point it was just a few just a few millimeters away, and the quality is quite good, just that the peripheries get pushed very far and it becomes a bit fuzzy at the end. But if you are shooting a very close subject and you're using this macro lens, hey, for 8 ringgit, not bad. I think this one not bad. This one is the telescopic lens. It's supposed to be able to zoom 2 times, so that's an extra double zoom if on your normal iPhone setting. I don't think it is that much of a difference, but too much distraction and distortion for me. Okay, so now I'm going to test this. This one is the CPL, or the circular polarized linear. What it's supposed to do is it's supposed to reduce the flare from surface of something that's reflecting, for example like water and ocean. So I'm right now in front of my pond. I'm going to try to see whether it works or not. I'm not sure how to use this anyway. So this is how it looks without with the filter, and once I put the filter on, did anything change? Let's try it off. Okay, so now you can't really see the fish so much now. Okay, so I'm taking the video of my lily pot. You can see there's a lot of reflection. Right, let's try it with the filter. Oh, I don't see any difference. Do you see any difference? Or am I just... Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't see any difference. I didn't see any difference with or without the filter. Or am I just doing it wrong, or am I just seeing it wrong? Or I don't know what to look for. So that could be a reason, or this is just not working. If you know how to use this, or if you know what it's supposed to be for, or I'm using it wrong, or it's not working, just let me know. Okay, now this is the one that I'm most excited for after I open it. It is actually the Kaleidoscope. So you can see it's a pentagon shape, and there's this giant white thing across it, like so I want to see how it works. Oh, look, it's trippy as fuck. Okay, actually I like it and you can't see the occlusion. Can you see the occlusion? There's this giant thing right there. I can see it from here, but it's not appearing anywhere. Oh, this is very trippy. I like it. This is like one of my favorite lens. I think it's not the best kaleidoscope, but I think it's very fun. You can take very creative photos with this. I think overall for this lens set, it's some not bad, can be used, but most, because of the quality and because it's not like the perfectly clear, so it ends up being very blurry. But I think if you're aiming for a cheap lens and something that you can shoot and make it look a little bit blurry, if you're not too concerned, you want to make it like a vintage style, or you want to make it look like olden style and sepia tone, black and white monochromic, so that it's not so obvious that it's blur, I think you can consider lah. I mean, it's only 50 bucks, but I like the macro lens, I like the Kaleidoscope. These two are my favorite. There's a star filter as well as a CPL filter, which I have no idea what they are. I'm gonna go check it out and see what it actually does, but let me just try to take a few nice photos with this Kaleidoscope as well as the macro. I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, so I figured out what the star filter is. What it does is it changes the light source into like this starburst effect, and then you can actually adjust which direction you want the starlights to be. Here's an example. Initially you can see it's the star, and then when you take out the filter, the light becomes normal, which is circular, and then the filter changes back to star again. So it's quite cool. You can shoot if there's somewhere with a lot of lights. I think it'll be quite cool. So I think at the end, this product is not bad lah. It's not like the best thing out there, and it claims to be on the box. But then for the price you pay, you get 7 lenses, and some of it is quite good. The macro lens is quite good. The Kaleidoscope lens, I personally like it. I'm not sure how many of you will like it. The star filter is quite interesting. And then the other lenses that I quite like is a fisheye. I think the fisheye, it's like those we used like many years ago lah, but it makes a photo quite blurry. So unless you're really going for that blurry vintagey effect, I think it will work. Yes. I don't know. Do you think you will buy it? I think I will buy it lah. And I mean, I bought it, but if I haven't bought it and I see all the things it can do, then I will be quite interested to buy it. Yeah, I'm not a direct seller, nor am I affiliated to this company. I just think it's cool. It's for 40 bucks, and you can spend like, you know, a whole weekend just exploring and figuring out like how the lenses work, and who knows, maybe it inspire you to buy a really high quality lens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, click like, give me a thumbs up, and follow me on all my social media. I hope to see you guys soon. I have a lot more things to share with you. I'm very excited. Anyway, bye.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard